Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cool Borders 2. Let's jump right in, shall we? We are going to select Jin for our character of choice for this run. And because we are going fast, we're going to stick with the Alpine boards. So we'll go with Type 3. And time's going to start when we select the barrel. And timer's ready? Alright, we will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alright, so the tour competition is going to consist of two different kinds of games here. So there's going to be the big air, which you're going to see here, and then there's going to be the cross competition, which will be coming up right after. So don't expect all the tricks to land on the first try here. Yeah, boo this man. It's alright, because we're going to the easiest course anyways. That was on purpose. That's a warm-up for what's to come later on. Alright, anyways, we are coming up on the first easy course of the run. There are 9 courses in total for this run. The first one being White Resort here. I do a little bunny hop there in the beginning to pick up a little bit of speed, and you might notice also I am holding down on the directional pad. That's to increase my speed going through the course. Now, as I mentioned, this is probably one of the easier courses in the beginning of the run. This is a warm-up as to what's going to happen later on, because there are a total of 9 courses. There's White Resort, there's Sunset Downhill, Bear in the Forest, Railroad Trip, Take It Easy, Pipeline Canyon, Freezing Point, Winding River, and then winding up with Snow Ruins. So as you can see, we already went from 5th to 1st, so the bigger competition did not matter in the beginning. Generally, when I go downhill, it's more of like trying to nail my turns to the inside here, but with these sharp turns, the problem with Jin is that he doesn't have great balance, so we have to kind of cut our turns a little bit close. And it is very hard to recover after that. But for the sole purpose of this run, I have mentioned in advance, for every fall that I take during the run, I will donate $10 to Child's Play. So take the fall, my wallet will also take the fall, but we're doing it for a great cause. So that's all that matters at the end of the day. All right, we are coming up on the finish line here, so that is our first course done. And yeah, pretty easy, pretty simple, straightforward. All right, we are going on to the next stage. Once again, big air into the cross competition as well. Let's see if I can nail this trick, shall we? All right, I was nailing that in practice, I promise. There we go. See, I had to time it a little bit later on there. I knew I was getting it in practice, but anyways, we are on to the next course, that being Sunset Downhill. Now, fun fact, this actually used to be the course that was used in the PlayStation 1 demo disc back in the late 1990s. This is one of my favorite courses overall. So, and I also have to mention that Cool Borders 2 actually has a great soundtrack as well. You'll see that a little bit later on with some of the other courses. Alright, there are a couple of sharp turns coming up here. And there's a part of the track that has ice, so it's going to be very hard to navigate through. Also, it speeds you up pretty quickly. And there's a log right here, so I'm going to try to play it safe. And we made it. And hop over that, and we're through. Alright. This part I absolutely remember about the PlayStation 1 demo, because this is what the course is all about, going downhill, and you might notice this is a steep hill, so I have to kind of be careful. I'm taking a couple of jumps there to kind of speed up my fall a little bit, which I think is the right course. Alright, here's a sharp turn coming up here. I need serious time. more. And good. All right. That is 2 courses down. All right. All right. We are coming up on what is probably my least favorite track in the game, that being Bear in the Forest. Now, you might see a lot of trees on this track, and they come at a very unfortunate angle as well. It's like it's very hard to kind of adapt to your surroundings. There we go. Now that I was nailing in practice pretty good. Now you might notice I do the same trick when I go up the hill here, and that is like a spin into a tweak into a shuffle. So really it doesn't matter about the trick, it just matters if you land it or not. Alright, we start in the front, which is great because Bear in the Forest is very unforgiving if you have borders around you. And fun fact, if you run into a border, they don't fall, but you do. Their collision is pretty ridiculous. Alright, so I am going to need some serious time here. While that's going on, if you have any donations, you can go ahead and read those off, please.
Well, we don't have any new donations at the moment, but this event does raise money for Child's Play, an organization providing consoles and other entertainment to children's hospitals around the world. Those of you in the room can donate using the QR code at the right side of the front of the room, and those of you watching on Twitch can get the link by typing !donate in chat.
All right, well, that was unintentional. Well, anyways, that's $20 going to Child's Play right there. Hey, I'm a man of my word. Yeah, this course is, like I said, very unforgiving. If you're not very careful of your surroundings, that can happen to you. So it's very difficult. All right, this last part's pretty hard, so got to be very careful. And it doesn't help as well when Jin doesn't have good balance going downhill either. All right, we are through. One last jump and we're at the finish line. All right, that's the stressful part out of the way. All right, this is a brief pause in the action here. We're coming up on a very relatively easy course, and then it picks up afterwards. All right, same thing as before. We are on this hill, and that was close. It's fine if I start in the back. This course is actually really easy, trust me. There we go. All right. We'll start 5th, but we'll catch up very quickly. Railroad Trip is actually really easy. It's a brief pause in the action, like I said. Not very hard. There's really not much to say about this course. Going through some of these courses, it's a positive vibe. It's also got some really great music, as I mentioned, time and time again. Also, while we have a brief pause in the action as well, I just want to, again, say thank you to everybody that's donated throughout the course of the whole weekend with Child's Play. And if I heard correctly, we're over $10,000, correct? Thank you, everybody, again, that has donated all weekend. Let's keep those donations going, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks to everyone who's been donating. We do have a new donation. Philip Schrader donates $20 saying, Cool Borders 2 owns. Thank you for the donation.
Thank you again for donating. All right, fast part of the track coming up here. Again, not very hard. So you might notice there's signs as well that say like Butterfinger BBs on there. Actually, this was one of the few sponsors of this game as well, was Butterfinger BBs. Thank goodness it's not Laffy Taffy. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we are just about at the finish line. All right, there we go. So far, so good. Making pretty good progress for how we started. Okay, same thing as before. We're gonna go front side. There we go. Just barely nailed that one. All right, I'm gonna try to go for the backside here. All right. A little bit more points there. It's 31 points if you go for the backside instead of the front side spin. But this next course is Take It Easy. So this is the shortest course in the game, so it'll be over very quickly. All right, a couple of sharp turns as well, so I got to be very careful.
We have time for a couple of donations.
All right. All right, see if I can nail this one. All right, good. All right, I am going to play risky here, and I'm going to take a shortcut on the left side here. It's not going to really affect too much. If I fall, it's fine. And I fell. That's a rarity. All right, I'm going to take an intentional fall here, and I'm going to respawn. All right. As I said before, a very short course. We're already at the finish line. And we got there in under a minute, which is good. In spite of that fall, actually, it was pretty good. All right, we are coming up on probably one of the hardest courses in the game. I'll probably say it's like the second hardest. So, if you would believe me when I say this, I'm actually not going to nail any tricks on this. Titan's Toe is very hard when it comes to nailing tricks, so I'm going to intentionally just take the 0 points for both of these. And I'm going to go ahead and start in the back. The double goose egg, I know. All right, here it is. Pipeline Canyon. All right, a lot of sharp turns on this course, and there's a shortcut that we're going to try to go for. So I will need a little serious time when that occurs. All right, that was a smooth pass. It's gonna be a little hard with the control on this, and I'm taking hops here. Oh, that was rude. So that's happened a couple times. It doesn't happen very often, but the AI just literally just shoves you off the edge of the cliff. All right, and I didn't nail it. Whoops. It's fine. It's not too much of a time loss. I'm doing that on purpose here so that way I could realign myself. All right, cool. All right, back on course. Now, we're not expected to take all first place finishes, by the way. We're just expected to make sure that our tour points are above where the threshold is. As I said, a very unforgiving course if everything goes wrong. What the? Whoa! All right. Well, I did not see that coming. All right. Well, I mean, I'm clear of that now. So. All right, here's a tough curve coming up here. And I had to play it risky there. I had to play it risky. And that's one of the few times where I had it was literally within like a few frames there. It was either I was going to get hit or I wasn't going to nail that. Okay. Okay, we are through. All right, next course is probably one of my least favorites besides Bear in the Forest, and that being Freezing Point. Now, it's a nighttime course. And I think it's the only nighttime course in this game. That's fine. All right, let's try the backside here. Come on. Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. Okay. All right, time for Freezing Point. All right. Tough turn there, that's good. Oh. Oh. Alright, that was hard. That looked a lot harder than it initially did. Alright, actually I needed to slow down anyways. This curve is actually really hard. Alright, cool. Now, fun fact, that's a shortcut right there on the left side, but it is really slow to go up there. And plus there's a bunch of trees blocking it. So honestly, I never knew about it until I started practicing a little bit more. And it doesn't save any time. I guess, quote unquote, shortcuts. Alright. Drawbridge. Alright, cool. Okay, that was a good turn, actually. Oh, wow. Actually, I got into second place. That's interesting. Alright, I gotta nail this jump here, and good. Barely. That was narrow. Alright, intentional bonk off the wall there. Alright, need a little bit of serious time here. This is hard. Right in between. That's like literally the one spot I did not want to go to. That was an intentional bonk, by the way. Alright. From where we started, actually, I'll take that to second place. Pretty good. Alright, there are two more courses left. Winding River and Snow Ruins. Alright, back to Big Arrow. Alright. Let's see if I can nail this. Nice. And getting first place on this course is very important here because it's actually got a lot of sharp turns. Winding River, that is. All right. All right. Time for Winding River. It's got a really good tune to it, but yeah, just a lot of sharp turns. All right. Take the hop here and boom. All right, sharp turn early on. Avoid those trees. There we go. That's really hard, actually. All right, we're going to take a jump here in just a second. And there we go. Yeah, Jade's really hard, like I said, to control, so it's going to be a matter of trying to nail these turns. And there's another one. Good. Nice. All right. I had to take that jump to kind of like save a little bit of time going down. All right, I have to jump right here and good. All right, so this uphill part that's coming up right here, I'm not going to jump, and the reason being for that is because if you try to jump, you'll fall backwards. And there we go. All right, we're coming up on the home stretch on this course. We're almost there. So again, straightforward. The tech here is just hold down on the directional button pad and just navigate you right through the course. Very easy, very simple. Sharp turn here, and then one more to finish the course. Okay, that was actually a really good turn. All right, there we go. All right, one more course to go.
Do we have time for a few donations?
Absolutely, yes, please.
All right, we have $20 from Go Cubbies saying, you know what they say, 20 bucks is in fact 20 bucks.
Yes,
Shout
it
outs
is.
to Win Sunrise.
Thank you so much, Cubbies.
We have another $20 from Two-Face saying, would this Jin character be possibly related to Jin Kazuma? And do we have time for one more?
Absolutely.
All right, we have another $20 from Bagology saying, my wife said donate, so here you go.
Thank you again to everybody that's donated. And also, I want to give a special shout out to all the volunteers and staff that have worked tirelessly all weekend to put this on for us. Let's give them again a big round of applause. All right, Snow Ruins. Hard turn here. That's fine. Oh, well. Remember that AI collision that I mentioned earlier? All right, good. All right, hard turns coming up, so I'll need serious time. Okay, good. Really smooth. Ooh, okay, that was nice. Normally I don't nail that in practice, but hey, we got there. Alright, just need to get past Iron here, and yeah, that's one of the things, like, one of the crazy things with the camera angles is that sometimes it takes you in the wrong direction. Okay, good. So this turn right here, if you don't correctly enter the turn, you'll fall down. Alright, I'm going to take the shortcut here to the left. Hopefully I nail it, and I do not. Alright, one more tough curve. Alright, good. Alright, one more checkpoint here. Alright, time's going to be coming up when we cross the finish line here, so get ready on time. And time. Alright. Alright, so we at least finished in first, so that's great. And what was the final time? 23:37. I think that's a world record. Yes, it is. By 4 seconds. All right. Hey, I've had people tell me that, so thank you for that. Again, special thank you to everybody, again, for being here all weekend, and as I mentioned, volunteer staff, to all the runners that have participated here at MAGFest. as everybody knows, I did commentate the Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories randomizer earlier this morning. So, again, I want to give a shout out to the boys in the audience here. We have GoCovies, GFC, V-Nader, Two-Face. Thank you so much, guys, for all the moral support and all you guys for being here. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, thank you everybody again that has donated all weekend. What's our total at right now? As far as total donations for the entire marathon.
Our current total is $10,207.47.
That's amazing. And we were at, I think, over $7,000 for the entire marathon last year. So everybody went all out. So thank you so much, everybody, for making this an incredible marathon. One for the ages, no doubt about it. I don't think there's really anything else I have to mention, but thank you again so much, everybody, for coming out. Thank you so much, again, MAGFast, for having me for the second year in a row. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I look forward to doing more runs next year. So thank you so much for having me, everybody. Enjoy the rest of MAGFast 2023. Much love, everybody. See ya.